Fighters Rep 5 Unified Strikers, Saturday, February 2nd at the Ames Sportsplex in Seal Beach, California. Tickets now on sale at fightersrep.com.
You look familiar.
No, don't worry.
The black belt, there he is.
This is good for training.
What is that, pizza?
Pizza, yeah. It's got everything. It's got carbs, protein, veggies.
Enjoy. Oh, you deserve it. You deserve it. Marcos Cruzat, ladies and gentlemen. Black belt and BJJ. The future, Jonathan. A hell of a party going down here. That's that spot over there. I only have a credit card, sweetheart, but I'll definitely give you guys some a little bit later. So what's happening here, champ? What are we waiting on here?
We are about to start the banquet for the 2018 CMMA annual holiday party.
Love it.
Annual holiday party.
So this is the 4th year CMMA is here. Love it, my man. Congratulations,
Thank
Chad.
you.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you everybody for coming. Before we get into everything, start our banquet, all the celebration stuff, I just want to give a major round of applause for TJ and Julio for setting this whole thing. We had talked about where we were going to hold a party this year. You know, normally we go to different bars, we go to different restaurants, and the idea was doing it here at the Academy, and I really didn't know how it was going to go. And I was like, I don't know. And these two right here were like, I think we can pull it off. And they got together, they really designed this whole thing for what's going on right now. So, this is really only done because of them. So one more time, you guys. Thank you. This is our 4th year. Holy shit. Our 4th year that we are here at our tucked away location in the middle of Gardena in an alley that nobody knows where we're at. And look around you, look how big we are, look how much we've grown in 4 years. So amazing. Thank you guys so much for making this gym become much more than a gym. It's become a family to so many people, and myself included, that I've grown so much because of you guys, and I've also seen so many of you grow. So give yourselves a round of applause for what we've done. The first thing I want to do is give a big acknowledgement to our staff that we have here, all of our instructors. Let me see what we have here. Marco. Like Mike and Mike. With our kids program, we got Louie. I'm gonna pinpoint people. We got Cameron, we got Coach Cameron. jiu-jitsu. We have our black belt knowledge. We got Carlos. Where's Andy? Honestly, without you guys being on board, none of this could be possible whatsoever. Every year we are growing. For those of you who remember when we opened up this academy, it was just a couple of classes. First, when we started this gym, it was really about building a fight program. And then we brought in people from another gym that I had ran for many years, and the classes started growing. The classes started getting bigger, we needed more classes, so I brought in more days. We had more classes, then we needed more instructors, and the program just kept growing and growing and growing. And now 2018, we are considered one of the top gyms in California. So thank you. We have a flourishing competition program. Most of you guys already know, we are considered an MMA gym. We have our boxing program, we have our Muay Thai program, we have our jiu-jitsu program, we have our MMA program. And what's crazy about it, and this is no lie, there are gyms that have been around for 20 years that are trying to copy us for what we are doing because they don't understand how we are growing the way we are. And they think it's because of what we post on social media. They think it's because of what our marketing structures are. It's not that. What makes us special is what happens in these walls every single day between all of you. We come in here, we all want each other to succeed in life and what we are as martial artists. And everybody starts at this gym and other gyms for different reasons. Everybody starts in martial arts for different things. Sometimes people want to build confidence, lose weight, no matter what it is. What I think the most incredible thing about this academy is we all want to help each other get there. And that is very apparent when you walk in the doors. The culture of what we have, I don't care if people try to duplicate us, it's the culture that you guys have with one another that makes this gym much more than just a gym. We're a family. So thank you guys so much for all the love and dedication you have, not just for the school and our instructors, but for your teammates and fellow students. So give yourselves a round of applause. I want to talk about some of the accomplishments that we made as a team just this year. You guys know we have an MMA fight team, obviously. We just had 3 incredible fights this weekend. One of our guys won a state title, or they call it a world title this weekend. We went 3-0 this weekend, 2 in Russia, 2 in here. Coach Victor that teaches the Wednesday night class just beat the #1 Russian in Russia this weekend. So when he comes back, on that note, our MMA competition team, mind you, I see Chase sneaking in. Chase! Yeah, hi, yeah. Our MMA team, guys, we had 66 fights this year. And we finished with a record of 52-12. Of those 52 fights, we had 28 finishes and 7 championship titles. 1 being a world title for LFA. We have been open for 4 years. Wow. Look at what we are achieving inside this small little gym in the middle of an alleyway in Gardena. Are you fucking kidding me? Program work. On those title notes, a couple of those guys are actually here. I just want to give a couple of acknowledgments to. Where's Lou? Where's Big Lou? And then Cameron also won the WCK Muay Thai. And next Saturday, Dominic will fight for the CXF world title so that's with our MMA team. Our Jiu-Jitsu team has also done incredible feats. We, promotion-wise, this year we promoted 10 blue belts, 2 brown belts, and for those of you that didn't see my Instagram today, really cool, Coach Kalain that teaches the 8 p.m. Wednesday class got his black belt. From Marco. So that's really amazing. And Hanatama. Yeah, the legend. And then already going into the next year, we've got some incredible fights. Lou's going to be fighting for the state title coming up. We're looking up that. In January, Dalton, he actually taught my Muay Thai class on Thursday because I was over coaching Shohei. Dalton will be fighting for the first ever California State K1 title in January, so that's going to be amazing. And then, going back to our jiu-jitsu program, we placed as a team in 3 of the biggest tournaments in the state, if not the world. And the biggest was us taking second place at the World Championships as a team, which was absolutely unheard of. We beat some of the biggest schools in the world who have affiliation programs from all over, literally the world. And from what you guys have done here, we took second place as the first time in history that's ever happened. So thank you guys. Good job. Also with our jiu-jitsu program, we've been on the biggest stages for a Fight to Win, EBI. Fernando's been on those big stages. I've been on those big stages. And this last weekend, where is she? Where's Gabby? Gabby. Where's Gabby? Gabby just competed on the first ever fly. Gabby, stand up. Gabby, for those of you that don't know her, she's fairly new to our academy. She trains mostly with our competition team, but now she's becoming a lot more for night classes. She was selected of one of 16 girls in the world. They had girls from Brazil, Australia, England, everywhere. 16 girls in the world. She made it to the semifinals, top 4. That's not the accomplishment. She did it with an injury in her neck she didn't even know that she was going to be able to compete with. She was able to train for the last 2 weeks of camp, only, wondering if she was going to be able to compete, and then she won her first 2 fights by armbar and lost in the semifinals to a 3-time world champion. So, congratulations, Gabby. I want to give a couple acknowledgments to 2 of my really, really dear friends that are here. Most of you know most of my story, but some of you that don't, I've been in the game for a long time, and my boxing coach that I put most of you through a lot of hell through our classes. I get it, right? I get it. But that's nothing compared to what my boxing coach put me through. And he's been with me for over 10 years, and he's here tonight with us, Seb Zudi. He was also the coach for which team? He was the coach for the Nicaragua team in the Olympics. So all the nonsense that I put you guys through, you guys can thank him. So. The guest we have tonight is a dear friend of mine that when I first started getting into fighting, I've been training this guy for over 10 years, and he was working with a group of people back. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember a group called Tap Out? Everybody laughs now, but way back when this sport was started getting started, that was the only company in the game. And John, my friend John, was making apparel for all these guys. And I was training him, and I remember he told me, he said, "Hey, there's these lightweight guys that are fighting." At the time, the UFC didn't have my weight class. It was an event called the WEC. Who remembers the WEC? Yeah. So, when the WC was around, they were for the lightweights. The WEC was it was owned by the UFC, but it was just called something different. He told me, he said, "Hey, I want to take you to this event." And so I went to the WEC. I remember Donald Cerrone was there, Jose Aldo, all these big names. And this was way before I ever actually started fighting for the WEC. And for my first ever big event, my dear friend John, who's also been a longtime mentor for me, took me. I was like, holy shit. Like, one day I'm going to fight for this organization. And when I made my debut in that organization, I made sure I brought him with me. And John's over there in the corner. Right? He's like,
you guys are so fortunate to have him as your leader. He's the kind of guy that, we talk about family, but he built a community. You guys are Now, I can see what's happening here. You guys are developing more and more. This is something really special. You don't get this in a typical gym, or even in any type of organization. So what you guys are doing today and the last 4 years, I just commend you. I'm so proud of Chad and to all you guys. I see it all happen. Chad, community man. There you go.
The last acknowledgement I want to, because it came in kind of late, but for those of you who don't know, Professor Sean over here for those of you that have been in jiu-jitsu for either are new to it or have been through it a long time, it's very rare for somebody to stay with an individual for their entire tenure in their life of jiu-jitsu. And Sean was actually my very first jiu-jitsu coach. And I've been with him for over 12 years. And for me, I was his first black belt, I believe, right? Yeah, I was his first black belt. Carlos was his second. See, I was first. And when we opened a school and we talked about Sean teaching classes, he teaches here our Nobi classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. For me, it was a complete honor because I think that he's been a special friend of mine. He's developed my game. And for those, our whole front headlock system, that actually came from him. He came to me. Do you remember the conversation, Sean? You came from Vegas. And Sean was living in Vegas at the time. And he comes, I remember I was getting ready for a fight. He goes, hey, I want to see this cool thing they're doing in Vegas. It's called Darce Choke. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I had no idea that that was going to be the staple of my entire career and the base curriculum for all of you guys. So thank you, Sean, for absolutely everything you have done. So what do we got? What do we got for 2019? What's to come? So that's what we got as far as our big things from this year. 2019. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. We have some really exciting news. I've been working on something for a very long time, Mike included. And if you guys look at your tables, there's these flyers that are called Zero to Fight. This is absolutely incredible. So we are launching the world's first mixed martial arts certification program. And it's going to become exclusively available at CMMA starting next year. Basically what it is a complete certification program where people will now be able to sign up at an academy and get certified in real life mixed martial arts, self-defense. The greatest thing about this is not just about the self-defense program, it's about a safety measure for all the fighters moving forward. We're working with the State Athletic Commission that the fighters will have to get certified through this program before they are eligible to fight through the state of California. What this is going to do is create safety and make also aware of all the little details that need to happen to keep them safe, because the biggest problem is there are no standards yet. The sport is still very young. And in March, what was it, March? We set the date for? March is going to be the first certification testing. The actual big thing with this, what's cool, is people that want to get certified in personal fitness with like NESM. This is going to be a part of NESM as well, where you pass this course, you'll be able to get your credits for extended education, through the National Academy of Sports and Medicine, where this program is going to become the standard for mixed martial arts, and it's going to be starting here in January. So anybody that walks through these doors is automatically going to be enrolled in that program. So anybody that wants to test for it, just talk to me, talk to the coaches. You guys don't have to re-enroll or anything. You guys are already a part of it. So we're making history in January, guys. So give yourself a round of applause. Some of the other things that we're getting into, this is really cool. We've already got the plans for it. I was hoping to introduce him tonight, but he's not here. We are going to be expanding the gym. We're going to build more space. So this whole top layer over here is going to get extended. We already have the plans to get extended over, where the fitness area is going to be brought upstairs. We're going to build in a locker room. And then the downstairs area for our competition team, we're going to be putting in a full cage setup for you guys. So please buy more apparel so we can pay for it. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to be revamping the whole front lobby. So on that note, guys, if you notice, we're selling raffle tickets. We're selling raffle tickets. We have our bar here. Anything you guys buy tonight, all those donations are going to go towards our build out for everything that's happening in 2019. We have a lot of stuff that we want to do, and it's just fucking expensive. So anything you guys put, no guilt trip, just put it like your life savings over there. We'd appreciate it. We're launching an online store for people that love our gear and our apparel. We've got our custom gloves, shorts, sweaters, all that kind of good stuff. We're adding more classes. We're launching a YouTube series channel. That's all going to start with education videos. We're going to do technique videos. With the Zero to Fight program, we're going to have a whole breakdown of everything that's on it. And we have a fight promotion that's actually training with us now. So George is with us, so giving you guys exposure for everything you guys have and fighters reps. Oh, that's right. Also, online, we're going to add the blue belt techniques. So for all of you that are testing for your blue belts, the techniques for all that are going to be on there, so you don't look at me and go, I'm not saying, videos, right? That's the worst thing, right? We give you guys the material and you guys go, I don't know what to do. It's like, pick up the fucking paper. Then also, we're working on an affiliation program, potentially with Marco in street sports. That was our jiu-jitsu program next year. We'll be able to start competing in IBJJF. For those who don't know, it's a complete headache. The deal with getting you guys registered, it's a complete bureaucracy on how to get registered at school. So what we're thinking about doing is we're going to work with Marco. He's heavily influenced with street sports, and we're working on building an affiliation program with street sports, so all of you can see IBJJF next year. That being said, going into the things that we're going to do next year, we're working on. I saw her in here. Where's Rose? Where's Rose? My friend Rose Gracie. Give her a round of applause. Next year we're working on putting together a potential combat jiu-jitsu league. We're working on that stuff. We have our California submission series, and then she's gonna hate me when I tell you guys this.
Okay, then don't say it.
I'm gonna have to hate me. But next year, I feel I owe it to you guys. I owe it to myself for what I've done for 15 years of fighting. I'm gonna do one last fight next year. It's important for me.
I'll send you that list later.
All right, thank you. She's talking about my injury list. It's like a laundry list of all these things that she's like, are you sure you still want to do this? And I'm like, yeah.
Every time one of you guys fight, he goes, no, I got the itch again, and I'm just sending the list.
I think it's important for me, and I've had 15 years in this incredible sport, and I think I owe it to myself and you guys to know that when I walk down that aisle, it's the last time I wear the gloves, and next year is going to be that year. So when that date happens, we're working out with a couple different promotions. I know she's upset about it, but nothing's locked in. I think I owe it to myself and you guys to do it in front of you guys instead of it being on a piece of paper. That's cool. So that's what we're doing for next year. Before we get into our awards, I've talked to a couple people. I want to get into a couple, have them say a couple things. And the first person I want to welcome up is Marco.
I wanted to talk about my jiu-jitsu experience, how I got started with jiu-jitsu and what jiu-jitsu has done for me. Well, a lot of you guys don't know, but I received all my belts from the same person, Renato Magno and Kenny Bond. My blue, my purple, my brown. I received my black belt 4 years ago, and today I actually received my first degree. And the reason I received my first degree today, and not last year, because you're supposed to get your first degree after the first 3 years, was because my coach, one of my coaches, Kenny Bond, he was suffering, he was battling brain cancer. So he wasn't able to promote me last year. And sadly, he passed away last week. And we had his memorial yesterday in Newbury Park. And today we had our yearly belt promotions in Santa Monica, and you know, all my street sport family was there. We all acknowledged Kenny. And what I just wanted to say is that I mean, jiu-jitsu is not just you come here and you choke someone out and you go home. I think jiu-jitsu is part of it. It's part of it. I think jiu-jitsu is more than just, you know, getting submission. I think jiu-jitsu is what you do off the mats, right? How do you grow as a person? And then I think one of the most beautiful things that I've seen is how I see people grow as individuals through jiu-jitsu. Today I promoted my first black belt, and as a matter of fact, he was the first person I ever belted. I never given a belt to anyone. You know, I've been training jiu-jitsu in 3 years, it'll be 20 years since I started training jiu-jitsu, and I've been teaching for a long time, and I've never given out a black belt. And I realized today that when I promoted Kalain Jones, he trains here with us and he teaches Wednesday nights. He's been with Street Sports from the beginning, and after he got his purple, he moved to Bakersfield, and he lived in Bakersfield for 4 years, and he trained with Daniel Camarillo. But 3 years ago he came back, and that's when he started training with us. Well, what I was trying to say is that I've seen how Kalain has grown as a person. When I met him 12 years ago, I think he was just getting ready for the bar exam. Now he's one of the best attorneys here in LA. You know, he's a public defender. He's always getting the most difficult cases in LA. You know, LA is pretty tough if you have to work as a public defender. But also, I just wanted to say that jiu-jitsu is a tool. You know, jiu-jitsu is a tool that can help you be a better person. You know, it's a tool that can help you be whoever you want to be, because it's going to give you the confidence to accomplish whatever you want. You know, I'm an engineer. I'm a civil engineer, and I think that if it wasn't for jiu-jitsu, I wouldn't be an engineer, because I came here by myself. All my family lives either in Peru or in South Florida, and I met great people. You know, Chad's one of my best friends. Eddie is one of my good friends here. You know, all of you guys are my family. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you have next to you. What matters is you think about yourself, and that is confidence, right? That is believing in yourself. Because once again, if you believe in yourself, you can do anything, right? And that's what I'm trying to not teach, but that's what I'm trying to share through jiu-jitsu, right? Because you can have a really tough day, and at the end of the day, trust me, your toughest problem is going to be trying to get out of his darts, or trying to get out of my going narrow, or whatever I do, you know? Because if you think about it, jiu-jitsu is difficult, right? But once you understand what it is and what it can do for you, everything else in life is much easier.